Hey, back again. It's Steve, and I am He Who Knits. Today's video, I want to talk about another, I don't know if you'd even call it a WIP, a work in progress, because I started it, but I started it purely to test the yarn. And luckily, I like the yarn, so my test is actually going to become the end product at some point here. But I thought I'd give it a little show off here just so everybody can see what we're going to be doing. This one is actually going to be a vest. It's going to be a cabled vest, a V-neck, and I've been searching all around for a good yarn. I've also done a previous vest. Again, I'm going to get to a video to show you some of the stuff that I did before I started this channel, but for right now, I'll tell you that this is the second vest I've done, not too dissimilar from the first, except that it has cables. And I was really looking around for an interesting yarn to use, and I came across it in what really is my absolute favorite local yarn shop. It's called Ewebiquitous, E-W-E, Ewebiquitous, and I'll give you some links to that shop below. Awesome shop that's in Lidditz, Pennsylvania. So the other day I happened to be in there, and they had just gotten some yarn in from a retailer, a brand new yarn that they started offering here, and they were having a little trunk sale, a trunk show, and I saw this yarn and I'm like, cool. So I grabbed it, I tried it out on this little bit of, probably normally call it swatching, but because it's going to turn into an actual piece, I'm not really going to call it that. So it was a tester, I tried it out. I loved it. I went back the next day and I said, that's the one for me. So just to let you know, we've got that right here. Dancing Leaf Dyeworks. And this is a merino superwash wool, 100%. I believe the color is called Harper's Ferry, although I'm not totally sure. That's kind of what's handwritten on the back here. So that's kind of the idea. In its natural form, this is what it looks like. And you can see that it's got purple and olive and some gray in there. And I thought that was super cool. I sometimes have a problem where I see a really cool yarn and I grab it, not really knowing what it's going to be used for. But this time I knew exactly what I was going to use it for. I just wanted to take it home and test it. And it's always a good idea. They didn't have any swatches pre-made there in the yarn store, but it's always a good idea to test, especially with something like this. We've got those different colors. You just want to make sure that as you're knitting it out, it's not going to come out in some kind of like weird blotch here and there where all the purple is in one like little splotch and the rest of it's all mixed pretty well. So that's what I did. I took it and I started right away, and I figured it couldn't hurt to just start this vest. The ribbing at the bottom is what I ended up starting with. And there you can see, spread out, what this looks like. It's really soft too. But I'm happy with that. It's not one big blob of purple. The purple is kind of mixed in throughout here. You can see the other side of it. And all those colors, I think, work really well together. I think it's going to be a really cool vest. So that's something that's going to come along. Unfortunately, as somebody who likes to have a lot of projects going, even this was too much for me right now. So this is on the shelf. It's exciting. I can't wait to get to it. I'm actually waiting for a little bit more of this yarn to arrive. They didn't have enough there in the store because they were just, I guess, testing it out with this trunk sale. So I have ordered some more of this same yarn, waiting on that to come in. But I have another sweater. If you watched the previous video, that sweater is in line before this one to get done. So this is on the horizon. Hopefully it doesn't take me too long to get here because I think it's really exciting, and I can't wait to see how this works out in an entire vest, which is going to be cabled, as I mentioned. This is going to show off those cables again really well. You want to make sure that you have a yarn that's going to show off the cables, not disguise them, not hide them somehow. So that's coming up. Again, I'm going to leave below the links to the yarn shop that I love, Ewebiquitous, the links to this yarn, just in case you're interested. And hopefully somebody will be inspired by this. That's all I've got for you today. Just wanted to give you a quick show of another thing that I'm working on. If you like this channel, if you want to talk some more about yarn, give me ideas, just kind of banter back and forth, please subscribe, hit the like button, get the notifications, all that good stuff that you're supposed to do. and I will see you later.